How do you view the market response to BYD's product in Indonesia so far?
Okay, first and foremost, very welcome to PT BYD Motor Indonesia. Actually, this is also exactly the first anniversary for BYD passenger vehicle brand launching in Indonesia. So actually in the past 1 year, the marketing response from the Indonesia is quite exceptional positive. We are just utilize less than 1 year. Actually, it's only 7 months to deliver more than 15,000 units of the vehicles. With a marketing share 36% of the EV segment. Not only the sales performance, but meanwhile, we also have establishing a very strong local partnerships. Not only the distributors, but a lot of the local stakeholders, they are willing to join, to participate the revolution of the electric vehicles.
With strong sales, how does BYD maintain its momentum amidst the competition between the other Chinese brands? Mr. Zhao.
BYD is a technology innovation-oriented company. The first achievement or little bit success in Indonesia was never sudden. That is because our technology, the accumulations is even more than 20 years for the electric vehicle industry. Because we read the great intention for Indonesian people, they are willing to search more and more EV options. So, plus very strong support from the government and also relevant authorities. So all these matters together, we create a small achievements in the past 2024.
As you said before, BYD has announced significant investment plans in Indonesia. How far along is the progress?
First and foremost, we really need to thank all the support from the government and the authorities and even our ecosystem partners. So I'm glad to share with you actually everything, the progression of our local manufacturing is quite smooth and also under the track. Meanwhile, we will also keep on our commitment, which is by end of 2025, we will complete the construction works of our factory in Indonesia.
And the next question is, what will be the main objectives of this factory, both for domestic and also for export markets?
When we do a manufacturing planning, we will also consider a lot of the factors. So as Mr. Liu said just now, Indonesia is really a very strategic automotive market, not only because of the current size, but also it is a growing market. So when we do the planning of the local manufacturing in Indonesia, we definitely consider domestic and also the exportation market. But to fulfill the quick growing demands of Indonesia, we will definitely put the local demand as the top priority.
Mr. Zhao, we all want to know, will BYD collaborate with local partners in developing the factory and the EV ecosystem in Indonesia?
Yeah, we always treat electric vehicles is not a product. It is definitely a completely industrializations. This is also a puny ecosystem. Also can create a new growth for the green technologies, green economic for Indonesia as well, I think. So how to establish, how to complete such kind of the industrializations and also ecosystem, we quite need a lot of the local shareholders, stakeholders to join, to participate, and to fulfill the content of the EV industry, which is, we treat it as a revolution of the automotive industry. Meanwhile, we also, our aim and our strategy for the manufacturing here is not only producing the products, we also treat it as chances to do the technology transitions. We want the manufacturing is not only the production, but it's also a larger institute to share more and more EV technologies to our staff and also to Indonesian people as well.
In addition to creating jobs, what other economic impacts are expected from the presence of this factory?
Yeah, the job creations, definitely it will be amazing in Indonesia. But meanwhile, we also want to implement the technology transitions as well. During the journey for the manufacturing, I do believe the first points, we really need to absorb a lot of the job creations. Meanwhile, we also take this opportunity to initiate some dialogues, some communications with colleagues, with colleges, with universities. Then we can transfer more and more EV technologies. Thirdly, one company definitely can complete the full manufacturing. We also very welcome and even embrace more and more local supply chain can join such kind of the manufacturing. I do believe during the implementation of the construction of the manufacturing, they can also fulfill and get a result for such kind of the revolutions of the automotive.
How does BYD plan to help in accelerating the development of electric vehicle infrastructure in Indonesia?
Electric vehicles is not a product, but also an ecosystem. So actually not today, so from the beginning, we already very aggressively to talk with local partners how to implement the infrastructures in Indonesia. So right now, nowadays, in BYD, our own outlets, so the AC chargers, some of the DC chargers are already available. More importantly, the charging infrastructures in BYD outlets is not exclusively for BYD car owners. We are also open to other brands as well, because we want to create more and more EV segments. More and more players can join, can also get the fruits regarding this transformation of the electric vehicles. For the public areas, for public infrastructures, we also already look into this matter as well. Few of the local partners, they are also start some discussions. We are also willing to explore some of the opportunities to initiate such kind of the public charging infrastructures.
And the last question for me, what is BYD's long-term commitment to Indonesia's market, both in terms of investment and also for technology development?
Back to 1 year ago, which is 18th of January 2024, we officialized our brand launching in Indonesia for our electric vehicles. But just 3 months later, we also officialized we have a great planning to do the local manufacturing here. So those can also prove our commitments, our strategy for the market of Indonesia, which is not only bring and sell like a very conventional tradings. We also will put the whole ecosystem, not only manufacturing, but also as well as our financing package. We also work very closely with the local insurance companies, the charging infrastructure developers, of course, as well as our local dealers, local distributors. So all of those parties join together, we definitely believe the whole ecosystem of the EV will be enlarged. In other ways, this is also will enhance more and more confidence to BYD as well. So our mission, our commitments will continue, but even will be more accelerated. So in terms of the product, technologies, we will remain the same commitment. We will also bring more and more latest, advanced technology to introduce to Indonesia, to let Indonesian people has more and more options for their new lifestyle. So in terms of the product itself, that is just for us, the dedicated EV product is just from the platform, from our BYD's EV technology. So at any time when the market, when the demand is mature, we can take it out, right? Fulfill the local regulations, the compliance, choose some time to do the launching. So I think this is a lot more philosophies when we introduce a technology and product for Indonesian people.